here.
Yeah, we got someone here.
It's amazing. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. How are you, my friend?
I am. I'm doing fantastic.
Well, why wouldn't
A lovely
you be?
morning. A lovely morning.
Yeah, we walked out the door. Trey and I to come here. It was -9. To one of the
as lovely as
one
you
of the
thought.
first questions. I was one of those dumb guys who, no matter, and the coldest I ever played in was wind chill was 19 below at the Meadowlands when I was in Philly playing against the Giants. And I was one of those guys that thought I never wore the long sleeve.
Oh, yeah,
I was one of those tough guys.
Cleveland guys, no
and,
sleeves.
and you know, as you look back on it, you think, how dumb can you be to do that? How are you in the cold? What do you
It's a
sleeve
mentality.
up?
It's a mentality.
Thank you. See,
have
he's
no
with
sleeves.
me.
It's all in the mind. You got to trick your mind. Like, dude, it's like 80,
Skin to win, right?
70 breezy out here,
It
guys.
is cold, but I guess now since I've been out of it, I've lost any toughness.
It's not too bad. You know, they got the heaters now,
Yeah,
and they got
yeah.
nice jackets on the sidelines for us. I feel bad. I feel worse, like for the fans. The fans
Yeah.
have to sit up there and.
However,
That's right. They're
have,
drinking.
They have
Yeah,
some,
no, I was about to say that. They have.
They have some inner
They usually
fuel
keep
that
it
helps
warm.
them get through the day. Travis Kelce here with us, Chiefs tight end, joining us courtesy of Old Spice. We'll get to that in just a minute. But obviously, you wanted to be playing here. It didn't work out. And things are changing rapidly for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes.
Where were you and what was your reaction when you found out, wait, Alex is going where?
I had just landed in Minnesota, and social media just blew up.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's still not official,
Right,
You know,
right.
So,
But air quotes, it's official.
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean. It's unofficially official.
Correct.
So it's a different process for me. I've never had my quarterback get traded anywhere. I've only all I know is Alex Smith. So it's going to be interesting to see how Patrick just comes in and steps in as a leader. You know,
Right.
that's
Patrick Mahomes, the kid
Right,
that was a
yeah,
rookie out of
Patrick
Texas
Mahomes.
Tech.
And that's probably the biggest. I don't want to say question, but biggest thing I'm looking forward to is to see how he takes grasp of the team.
So that won't be answered, obviously, until he has to do it, but you can take us where none of us have seen, and obviously the confidence Andy Reid and the organization has in him to trade up to get him. So tell us about him, and because all you hear is the arm and how he plays in practice, where that's the only place he could show anything. So take us on the field there and what you've seen.
I feel like the expectation and the anticipation is just as high for when Tyreek Hill came in, and he was a little bit more under the radar because of what happened in college, but he you couldn't describe it. Yeah, the guy's fast. The guy's extremely fast. Well, that still doesn't explain, his difference in how he plays the game from everybody else around.
You get the nickname Cheetah for a reason.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and Patrick has that exact same. Well, you can't really describe. You can't tell everybody how he throws it off his back foot. You can't tell everybody how he's running right and throws it all the way to the sideline on the left. You just can't explain those types of things that he does in practice until he does it in the game, and everyone finds like, oh,
Yeah, I see what you're talking
Now
about there.
I get it. Yeah.
Is it an odd thing though for a player? Because listen, if you're in the world of pro sports, everything's based on what you're doing on the field.
Yeah.
You're one of the best tight ends in the game. You show that on the field, and you get lauded for it. You get compensated for it. It's got to be interesting and maybe a little bit damning for an Alex Smith who saw the writing on the wall in San Francisco with Colin Kaepernick, comes in this year, has a great season. You read his stat line and don't insert a quarterback, and any team is saying, okay, I want that guy on my team.
Yeah.
And yet he's gone, and now nobody's going to feel bad for a pro athlete. They're making it's a great life. But from the side of what you're showing on the field and what you're producing and say, okay, we're done with you and we're now going to move on. It's got to be tough.
I can only imagine. I text him and his only response was, "Man, this is crazy."
Yeah.
It is a business and it'll blindside you sometimes. But at the same time, I'm happy for him. I'm glad he finally is getting a contract that I think is worthy of his play. Without a doubt, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and definitely the best quarterback I've played with in my life. And hopefully, his success keeps going along over there in Washington.
Travis Kelce with us, Kansas City Chiefs tight end. We're talking about Alex Smith, of course, the quarterback for the Chiefs the last few years that was traded away. You don't normally get news of a big trade, an impending, not official big trade, Super Bowl week, but you mentioned it. I think Alex Smith gets the bummest rap in all of the NFL. I hate that crap when they say game manager.
Yeah.
Well, watch the film, okay?
Right.
That is not the case. And this trade after the season he had sums up Alex Smith in the NFL, I think, perfectly. His first 4,000-yard passing season, he completes 67.5. I'm giving him 68% of his passes. 26 touchdowns against only 5 interceptions. Yeah, we don't want that guy anymore. Yeah. Now, I understand the potential for Patrick Mahomes is off the chart. I watched him in the draft last year. He can make every throw from every possible angle. But what is it about Alex, Travis, that you think people don't understand how good he is?
Man, it's I really think his preparation, just his ability to kind of like change his own game, because I mean everybody said he was a guy that was a check down guy. Well, now he has the most 20 plus yard receptions or completions in the NFL. So everybody kind of says what he can't do, and he goes out there and he shows them what he can do. And it was awesome seeing him have the success that he had this year. Still got a sour taste in my mouth the way the season ended, where I couldn't be on the field for him. And you know, that was one thing that I was hoping for, is that he'd come back for at least another year, so I could help him go and chase that ring.
So as far as now this game we're getting ready for here, we'll get into the brother thing, because there's actually a couple of them in this one. But talk about, from the AFC side, the New England Patriots. We always talk about, what you need to do to stop Tom, or a great tight end like yourself. We had Kyle Rudolph in here earlier talking about that, and now stopping Gronk, who was just cleared from the concussion protocol. But I always, to me, it's like, how well does a team adjust to New England's adjustments? Yeah, after they adjust, exactly. How well do you adjust back? So kind of, I say that as one line, kind of take that on the field and develop it a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's so New England's going to come out. They're going to show you kind of like their deck real early. They're going to show you that, all right, we respect these guys. We're going to double them on third downs, and we're going to try and get after the quarterback if it's like I want to say a weak offensive line, but if it's a quarterback that they know they can rattle, they're going to try and get after him. And the first quarter is going to be different than the second quarter, or the first half is going to be different from the second half. And it's definitely a chess game, but it's fun, man. And I'll tell you what, when you run the score up on them, man, it's a fun deal.
As you guys did to start the season, Travis Kelce, Chiefs tight end with us. Look, I think
what
Mike
I get
is
to hang my hat on.
There you go.
I think what Mike is saying is, when you play the Patriots, it's like a guy in the batter's box for a long time, a lot of adjustments.
Yeah, a lot of adjustments.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about your team. Kansas City fell short again. By the way, one last thing about Alex, and I'll let it go. People are like, oh, but he's only 2-5 in the playoffs. First of all, playoff wins and losses are not a quarterback stat; they're team stats. So throw that out the window. Yep. And by the way, in those 2-5, he had 14 touchdowns against 2 interceptions. Yeah. So stop that now. As for the Kansas City Chiefs, you're moving forward with Patrick Mahomes now as your quarterback. When the trade becomes official, what else do you think this team needs to do, Travis, to get better and get over that hump of those? You cannot win those playoff games at home.
I personally think just get the mentality back. During the beginning of the year last year, we had a mentality where we just couldn't be stopped. Yeah. And
5-0 to start.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know where it went. I know Eric Berry is our biggest leader, and our captain. He got injured early, and we needed his leadership a lot, and him being out of the building trying to get healthy was kind of left us astray a little bit. And I think that really affected the mentality that we had as a team, that we're unstoppable. And that mentality, like right now, the Eagles, the Patriots have had it for a very long time. The Eagles have that brotherhood, that chemistry right now, where I think they honestly, truly believe there is not a team out here that can beat them. And no, that's when you get 53 guys to come together for one goal.
Only 2-5 in the playoffs. First of all, playoff wins and losses are not a quarterback stat; they're team stats. So throw that out the window. Yep. And by the way, in those 2-5, he had 14 touchdowns against 2 interceptions. Yeah. So stop that now. As for the Kansas City Chiefs, you're moving forward with Patrick Mahomes now as your quarterback. When the trade becomes official, what else do you think this team needs to do, Travis, to get better and get over that hump of those? You cannot win those playoff games at home.
I personally think just get the mentality back. During the beginning of the year last year, we had a mentality where we just couldn't be stopped. Yeah. And
5-0 to start.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know where it went. I know Eric Berry is our biggest leader, and our captain. He got injured early, and we needed his leadership a lot, and him being out of the building trying to get healthy was kind of left us astray a little bit. And I think that really affected the mentality that we had as a team, that we're unstoppable. And That mentality, like right now, the Eagles, the Patriots have had it for a very long time. The Eagles have that brotherhood, that chemistry right now, where I think they honestly, truly believe there is not a team out here that can beat them. And no, that's when you get 53 guys to come together for one goal, and everybody's living their life for one dream, one goal. I mean, that's a hard thing to stop.
Talking to Travis Kelce, and you mentioned brotherhood, so let's go to that side of it. You know, we're sitting there and asked you to analyze it as a football player, but how about as a family member? There's Travis's brother Jason is the center for he was a top center, basically graded out, I believe, in the league this year.
Best
Jason Kelce.
And a pulling center.
I don't even know if he's 280 right now either, man. He's unbelievable, but how tough he is. Jason Kelce, that's Travis's brother, and Chris Long is the defensive end for the Philadelphia Eagles. His brother Kyle Long is the offensive lineman for the Chicago Bears. So talk about it from the family side of this thing.
Yeah, no, it's a cool deal. And we also got Kendricks, both the
Oh,
Kendricks
that's
brothers,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
So
Absolutely right.
You can throw them all in there.
Right,
and
right.
It's definitely a cool deal. I mean, I turned into the ultimate fan these past 2 weeks. I've been going to Philly and going to the games and hearing all the trash talk from the Eagles fan base.
No,
is
they don't
always
do
fun.
that, do they?
I've learned to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
You seem to enjoy most things, Travis.
Yeah,
I'm
you
going to
do.
throw that out there.
Yeah, you do.
Just going to make sure people understand.
Right on. I think it's sweet that I can experience this through my brother, and it's obviously dreams come true for the entire family. Everybody's going to be out here supporting them, and it's I'm speechless. I know when I was in Philly, it was very special for me just to see him playing in the NFC Championship. So.
Maybe you won't be speechless about this. You can give us a story or two if you want, because it's amazing how brothers can be different. Like Chris Long, we've known, is a great dude, mild-mannered. Kyle, great guy, but dude's a psycho. Okay,
He's off the path.
You are you and have your outgoing personality. Your brother's a nutcase.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I mean, one of the toughest guys to play, isn't he? I mean, he's a little wacky, isn't he?
He's been known as the crazy kid since we were in high school.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Wait. And you're saying you're not?
No.
Come on, dude.
Jason used to rip.
Come on, dude.
Jason used to rip doors off the.
He's crazy, and you
wall,
better get the hell out of the way, type of deal,
Yeah,
right?
like as soon
he's
as
an O-lineman.
he gets mad, you kind of just like slide over to the corner.
I had heard one practice.
I used to run to the bathroom to hide from him.
I heard at one practice when he was in college at Cincinnati, got mad in practice and threw his helmet. They're practicing in the stadium, threw his helmet like 15 rows deep.
Wow.
And the assistant coach told a trainer, "Someone go get that for the head coach."
Otherwise, there'll be issues.
Yeah.
How much are you talking to him this week, and how much are you just letting him be?
You know what? I tried. So the guys, he just got engaged. So I'm trying to. I'm the best man. So I'm trying to figure out the whole bachelor party and everything. So I'm texting him a lot this weekend.
Let me just say,
oh my God,
you being the best man might be the worst idea I've ever heard anywhere. And in charge of the party. Oh, this is
what
gonna be
kind
legendary.
of party do you want?
No, you're going to send him out the right way. I can promise you that. Just make sure he gets to the wedding.
Let there be a lot of
Kylie.
recovery time before the bachelor party and when he has to function again.
But back to that, so I'm texting him all this fun stuff that I think we could do, and sure enough, he's busy.
Right.
I understand. He'll get back to me eventually. 4 days go by, I shoot him a text. Hey, man, I'm in Minnesota. Another day goes by. Alex Smith gets traded, and all of a sudden I get a text in the morning saying, "Hey, what do you think about the trade?"
That's what he texted.
I'm like, "What is
about?
this? I can't even get a hey, what's up? I'm doing good, but everyone wants to talk about the Alex Smith trade." So.
All right, now listen. You and I share something in common that this guy can't handle. The one-chip challenge. I mean, you took that thing like a champ. It ruined the entire Golick family.
Killed me. We had Greg
ruined
Olson on who did it. He said it destroyed him as well. Trey handled it like a champ, and we heard you didn't even go for the milk.
Oh, no.
No, I didn't go for the milk. Until the
camera had stopped rolling.
And I'll tell you what, I did not touch the milk, but they did give me a bowl of ice cream, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah, very much. Well, like Doug Peterson, who enjoys his ice cream.
There you go.
Yeah,
I didn't handle that chip well.
No, you didn't, but you fought through it, and that's what I love about you, big guy.
Well,
what killed me was definitely the 2 or 3 days after that.
Absolutely.
See, that
practice the next day.
Yeah. Not
wasn't
good.
Yeah, no. Running
Need another
porta potty
uniform.
at special teams.
Need another uniform.
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll make the seamless transition from that to what you're here for, which is Old Spice.
There you go.
Hey, how about that?